Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Colorado's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Colorado coming back to the Big 12, sort of like going back to a reunion of a lot of old friends. I think the difference is they have a prime opportunity to be a cornerstone program in this conference.
Yeah, they're getting so much momentum. They're getting so much love. Colorado being talked about, a destination spot. And here's the thing. Here's what I'm interested the most to see, guys. And I'm interested to hear your take on this, Jesse. It's easy to get momentum and to get the ship turned in a direction and to get people excited. It's hard to sustain it. I'm wondering if this is the program that's really on the rise.
Yeah, you're right, David. We're going to find out a lot about this team here in the first conference game back in the Big 12 for Colorado. They've recruited exceptionally well. No doubt they have the talent and playmakers to go get it done. But can they do it week in and week out in this conference? I'm fired up for this team. I'm fired up for Ralphie, but they're all back in the Big 12.
And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Looking for a man, it's Sanders. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Now the toss. At the 20, he's got space. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that's just
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. After the incompletion, can they find a way to get these last 2 yards on 3rd and goal? They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Coming after it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Yeah, and when I got a guy like that at QB, I'm going to give him the ball early and often. I'm going to let this dude do him because give him multiple options. He makes the right decision.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018.
Oh, he wants it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. He'll take another shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 30 short from the 43. They'll try to get it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. 1st down for this offense. Looking for room. It's Hayden. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Across the 25, he's got room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Right back to it. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. It's Miller. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make...
Into the house. Touchdown, Buffs.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. There he goes. Open it up. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team on the field. In this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away.
On that last 3rd down play, if you're going to go draw, the quarterback's got to do a better job selling pass. I think he was just a little bit too quick getting the ball to the running back, and now here we are, 4th down.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
It's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Finn. Complete downfield. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Baldwin. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Movement from the linebackers. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the...
Lets it fly! And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Buffaloes are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds.
Going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Hayden. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Jackson.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Bears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Now on second down. To the air, it's Sanders. Got the back over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Steps away. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Got his man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Finn. He looks that one in nicely. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Bears will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got him this time. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got him downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Bears moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Finn. They're trying to get to it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Trying to get to it. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Sanders. Scrambling away. Lets it fly. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Baylor! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Makes the grab down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. The Buffaloes will move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Bulls his way forward.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the
touchdown. The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Finn. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Baldwin. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Bears want to move quickly. Going to the run, it's Richardson. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Birch is way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
Personal foul.
Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Leaves it with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears! Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. They're setting up the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going downfield for the big play. And it's caught inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Now rolling to the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw, it's Finn. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Richardson. He smashes through the tackle. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. The quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught close to the marker. It's Miller. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Gonna take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. To the air, it's Sanders. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never...
Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. This offense has a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Hayden. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space, it's Hayden. Pickup of 1, it's down at the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man, it's Hayden. Touchdown Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The inside handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The offense set for a first down. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Here's a throw downfield late. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Throws to the wideout. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The aerial assault continues. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and... Headed to the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Kansas proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Jayhawks team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row is not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, David. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in 1 week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.